Hello, dear Sinceres. Welcome back to this channel. My name is Cynthia Sincere. For those who don't know me, I'm an astrologer and holistic coach. And on this video, we will be talking about the predictions for the Pisces sign. These predictions are based on the rising sign. However, we find many times that the sun and the moon also apply for these predictions, but it's also good to check on the other signs if you have a different sun, moon, or even rising on other signs. So we start the month of October, Pisces, with Venus opposite Jupiter in your second house, which will bring more income to your life through other people, because you will have this axis between the 8th and the second house. Jupiter will be in your second house. Jupiter in the second house is so good to expand your finances and bring in more income to your life. So wouldn't be surprised that you do get some people just deciding to give you money for a reason, one reason or another. But what happens when Jupiter is in opposition to Venus is that this talks about a certain level of feeling that there's not enough, especially when it talks about romance. There's not enough love, or there's not enough from other people that we are getting from this source that we want to get from. And that can also make us a little bit greedy and a little bit overgiving as well, because Jupiter overboards everything when in a tense aspect or a shadow side. On the 2nd of October, Mercury will go direct in Virgo in your 7th house, which might ease up the communication with your partner. Having grounded conversations that can bring clarity and organize things in your relationship. And this can also apply to business relationships or even to enemies, to be honest, because 7th house also talks about enemies. On the 8th of October, Pluto will go out of retrograde motion in Capricorn in your 11th house. And it might open up to meet with your friends, might open you up to meet your friends, to get together with groups and clear the air a little bit from past issues that may have been taking place from friends, groups, communities. On the 9th of October, we'll have the full moon in Aries happening in your 2nd house of finances, which will bring some more emphasis to your finances. Again, to your pocket, and larger flow of income may come, or money, but also some highlight to your self-esteem, to the way you see yourself, to what you value, to what you esteem, to what you consider as a possession. So full moons are usually periods of a bit of a tension happening. They are like culmination periods. So if you have been working on something on the financial level, you might see the culmination of that during the full moon period. But full moons are not necessarily always positive. Sometimes it can have a negative aspect, and aspect of stress, tension, a seesaw of kind of picking your brain a little bit. So do pay attention if you've been kind of finding a little bit of a struggle in your finances, that this will not get intensified around the full moon. On the 11th of October, Mercury will enter Libra in your 8th house, where you might get curious to explore the occult and the hidden, the taboos or erotic life with your partner, or simply have a deeper understanding of your partner. On the 23rd, Venus and Sun enter Scorpio in your 9th house, highlighting your spirituality, your academic endeavors, potential travel, potential international travel, or even your purpose and meaning and deeper meanings. On the 25th, the solar eclipse in Scorpio partial eclipse will also take place in your 9th house, which will highlight the themes that I just spoken about, but it might also bring in new insights, realizations, new perspectives, or lead you to find deeper truths and meaning in your life, which can come about with opportunities for traveling or access to higher learning or other cultures or other perspectives around the world. On the 29th of October, Jupiter will enter Pisces in your first house, and it will bring you more expansion, luck, and the usage of law of attraction to attract, to help you attract dreams and manifest them. On the 30th of October, Mars will go retrograde in Gemini in your fourth house, which will talk about your family life, your home environment, your house, and it will be a great opportunity to take action about some things that might have been going on, whether it's issues related to the family, parents, or the house itself. It's a good opportunity to create strategies, but not necessarily going too fast. To reevaluate some issues, whether it's a leaking pipe or the appointment with the doctor that grandma should have already made. And to end this reading, dear Pisces, I'm just going to draw on a card. This is from the Archetype deck from Caroline Myss, which is a spiritual teacher I very much love. And these archetype cards are different from the typical oracle cards, which kind of give you an inkling of what your month's, what you can expect from the month. These archetype cards will actually be sort of a guidance for you to which qualities you can draw up upon to help you in your challenges or different situations throughout the month of October, and which shadows you should avoid that might actually get you into trouble. So I'm really curious, Pisces, because the previous ones were so interesting. So I'm really curious to see what you're gonna get, Pisces. And so for you, you got actually, we end with the first, the card that came first for the Aries. Actually, Aries got this card as well, and you got the card of Pioneer. I don't know if you're seeing this. This is the card Pioneer. And so this card of Pioneer says that in the light attribute, there's a passion for doing and creating what has not been done before. The shadow attribute is compulsive need to keep moving on. So what I explained to Aries is that Pioneer helps you take the courage and the boldness to go ahead and do what needs to be done, but also to take initiative on many areas of your life, to be an initiator of some kind in bringing in some novelty on several artistic areas like fashion or creative areas. It'll be easier if I just read also what Caroline Myss advises with this card. And the shadow side is that the pioneer is always looking for a tribe, is always feeling that they never belong to anywhere. And so they need this compulsion to leave where they are and find something new to do, something new to start, and never stick around to actually see the process from beginning to end, to see the growth of the tree until it becomes a big abundant tree that gives out and provides for a lot of fruits. Here I give the example of Saturn because Mars rules Aries, and Aries, and Mars gets exalted in Capricorn, which is ruled by Saturn. And Saturn is the mature old man who's teaching Mars to be more mature, to gain patience, to gain grounding, and stick around and not just be jumping from thing to thing to thing, because that's very juvenile. In your case, Pisces, you are actually ruled by Jupiter. But I would say, my intuition says that this card for you is actually talking about you taking courage to do something you've been planning on. As Jupiter is going to go to your first house, this will bring in, again, this kind of tendency to dream, to be in the clouds, to access the divine. There's a tendency for people who sometimes are very spiritual to kind of disconnect a little bit from the material world, thinking it to be less important, and sometimes to even believe that they shouldn't be actually doing much, or that they just manifest things out of the blue and they don't need to do anything. And sometimes that might apply, but for the most part, we should actually follow the inspiration to take action and do something about the things that we want to achieve in life, because they will not just happen on their own without us doing absolutely nothing. Is one thing to not have water coming out of the pipe. It's another thing when we do have the water and we wish for a glass of water, but we still need to get up, pick up the glass, and open the tap to get the water. And this is, my dear Pisces, my kind of reflection on this card for you. Do make sure you get up, pick up the glass, and open the tap of water so that you then are able to drink it. Don't just wait the rain to decide to start falling from the sky, because that might take some time. Dreaming is good, but living it's better. And so with this, I finish your reading, dear Pisces. I hope you have enjoyed it, and if so, please let me know in the comments below which were your favorite parts and how is your month going. What parts do you feel have been coming out for you and happening during the month of October? Please feel free to share this with your friends. And if you like the video, to press like and subscribe below. I hope to see you in my website at sinceresincere.com, where you can see more of the readings that I offer in astrology and holistic coaching. I hope to see you next time, and may the stars and the cosmos be with you.